everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be continuing a failed dream 2. So before we begin, I just want to thank you all so much for all the support and love you have shown me from Nepal and abroad. All your encouraging comments have motivated me seriously so much. So I just want to thank you all for that, and also thanks for subscribing and liking. Now, let's continue with Kiran's journey. What will happen today? Can you guess? To see if your guesses are right, continue on with this video. Let's begin! A failed dream 2. Kiran was observing some newly arrived wooden handicrafts when he heard his mobile phone ring. He took his mobile out of his jeans pocket. He almost dropped the wooden temple he was holding by surprise while he learned who was calling him. It was Suresh, one of the 15 boys who had illegally been traveling to USA with him. Memories flashed through his head whilst he remembered how dreadful his journey had been. He remembered how depressing of a journey it had been when they landed in Kathmandu airport. In a tired and depressed state, they exchanged their failed dream with each other. Not knowing what to do next, they exchanged phone numbers before heading their home. He remembered sitting in a coffee shop in Thailand. He remembered staying awake while trying to fall asleep in the cold streets of Kenya with an empty stomach. But most clearly of all, he remembered how he along with his friends were caught by some policemen right in front of the USA border. His heart broke knowing all his hardship and pain had all gone in vain. So close, he thought. "Hi Suresh," Kiran said. "Hello Kiran, how are you?" replied Suresh in a low voice. "Fine, I'm at work right now. And how are you doing?" "Not so well, Kiran. I'm in deep trouble right now. My parents are blaming me for all that's happened. They say I lost all the money they have saved all their lives. My girlfriend Priya left me when she knew I was involved in such illegal works. People around the neighborhood are gossiping about me as well," said Suresh, sounding frustrated. "I'm sorry to hear that, Suresh. Things weren't good for me when I returned either. We had to sell our house as we had kept it for collateral and we couldn't pay the bank's loan. At least my family still supports me now and I have a stable job. I have been in contact with some other boys who were with us on our trip as well. Their condition isn't much better than yours. Some of them had quarrels with their families, some of them had to sell their land and property and everything." "That's exactly the situation in which I am right now." "Well, Kiran, we need you here," came a voice at Kiran's end. "Who was that?" asked Suresh as Kiran abruptly stopped talking and Suresh heard someone's voice on Kiran's side. "Oh, nothing," Kiran said. "I have been a manager at my friend Samir's handicraft business now. We've been expanding our business lately to India and other countries as well." "You're very lucky, Kiran. Anyways, let's stay in touch. Bye," Suresh said as he hung up. Kiran laid in bed at night pondering about the conversation he had had with Suresh in the daytime. Although he had been doing well, he felt sorry for his other friends. They had put all their money and property in line so that they could reach USA. "I have to do something," Kiran thought. An idea popped into his head. Santosh Dahal. Santosh Dahal was a government minister. He could help Kiran and his friends. "Hey Suresh," said Kiran enthusiastically as he called Suresh really early in the morning. "Kiran, why are you calling at this time?" Suresh mumbled in his sleepy tone. "I've got the solution for your problem, Santosh Dahal. He's a government minister and he can help us. Call all the other boys and meet me after 2 days at Cafe of Loving Mall. You know, at Pulchok." "Are you serious?" said Suresh excitedly. "Dead serious. Now call all the other boys." After 2 days, Kiran and all the other 15 boys met up at Loving Mall. They all arrived in the cafe and sat on gathered chairs from the nearby tables. "So, why have you called us all, Kiran?" asked Sujal, one of the 15 boys. "Because I know that although I have been doing pretty good after the USA fiasco, some of your lives have been really tragic nowadays. Like Suresh, didn't your girlfriend break up with you because you failed to reach USA?" answered Kiran. Suresh nodded his head sadly. "That's right. We were thinking if we ever got married, we'd live our life happily ever after there. Unfortunately, it's a failed dream." "Exactly, Suresh, a failed dream. Even though we couldn't reach the USA, we want our money back. I know a government minister by the name of Santosh Dahal, and I think he can help us get our money back. One of the boys interrupted Kiran. But won't we get in trouble too because we knew this was illegal? We have two choices. Either we let our money go or we try to explain properly and get it back. I'm not getting arrested for all this, said one of the boys angrily. What we did wasn't right, okay? We all put our everything on the line for this. Many of your family lives are ruined and some of your love lives too. I say we visit Santosh Dahal, try to justify what we did, accept punishments if we must, and get our money back. Who's with me? Said Kiran in an aggressive tone. Phrases like, Kiran's right! Yeah, I'm with him, were spoken as all the boys got up from their seats to show their will for immediate action. That's the spirit! But we can't go immediately. We have to plan this carefully. After a few days, they headed to the ministry and met with Santosh Dahal. Kiran was leading them. After hearing their problems, Santosh Dahal said, Well, boys, we cannot consider you completely innocent. Sir, I know that we also tried to get to USA illegally, but you all are adults already. I accept that there is some blame to be given to the government as well, leaving the youngsters like that unemployed. I also cannot do everything because I am limited in my ministry only, but I will try my best to help you. Kiran got a phone call in 1 week from Santosh Dahal when he was watching the early morning news. Good news, Kiran. Well, after you visited me, I took some initiation and Nepal police also worked on it on the basis of information you provided. What we found out is shocking. We have arrested a local agent here. Unfortunately, some of our officers are also involved with this mess, and we have set up an investigation committee to look further into the matter. Nepal police has written to Interpol about the trafficking nexus. Despite all this, you and the other boys who traveled with you are also not completely innocent. You all will be bearing some from your side, but my effort will be to make it minimal. So guys, that's the end of Kiran's story. What did you think? I really like doing the different characters' voices. I think they were kind of funny but kind of enjoyable too, right? Write your opinions down in the comments. I'd absolutely love to read them. Like this video and subscribe for more content. But before you go, I want to tell you something about the next story. So next story, as this is the end of Kiran's story, we will be returning with a brand new story of another girl named Anusha. And she's not from Nepal. She's from Uttar Pradesh, India, our neighboring country. So to watch that and my other 97 stories, make sure to subscribe, like and comment. Bye!